Welcome to another mega super exciting 5-minute auto pairing on the ICC, the Internet Chess Club. I'm nearly out of tea here. TigerPetrosjan, 2100 IM. Let's try. I'm getting a bit fed up of playing the Smith-Morra Gambit and facing that knight f6 line. So let's venture out into Sveshnikov, which I did play this line in the over-the-board season. I used to play this a lot with black, so this is the more positional variation. So knight c2 a4. So the idea of this is to often reroute the knight to re-centralize this knight. Okay, and he's going to make things difficult usually for that. A4 is also a thematic idea because it's so theoretical. It's sometimes off-putting with black that white has the automatic, natural plans. A4, because this structure is a little bit loose. I think A4 might be. This is trying to discourage A4 clearly. And what do I play here? I think I can play A4 anyway. And if takes rook A2, I could try this for a laugh. Rook A2. I should really know the theory of this a bit more, actually. I've just realised. Taking, okay, so Rook A2 and just seeing what he does later. I'll play Queen A1 and Rook A4 and seeing how he reacts to this. Because I want to have my cake and eat it. I want the structural damage without losing B2. So what does he play here? So I want this Queen A1 and Rook A4. He could always, if he plays the bishop, this A6 might be loose later. And it's funny, he's spending a long time thinking here, because in 5 minutes you'd think the opening theory, I mean, is this a new move or something? Is this a new idea? It just popped into my head as an idea here. Maybe I should have, maybe I've done something crazy here. I should have just done bishop d3 and castle and proceed more slowly. He could just ignore this stuff and castle an f5. I could ignore that and play Queen A1, Rook A4. When he takes, I could try and use this diagonal. He'll move his king, try and win A6. He'll try and hack me on the king side. I think that's the general theme of this game. Potentially. It's amazing he's thinking so long here. I don't get it. I'm using it. This is a temporary pawn sack. Basically, because I want that Queen A1. Unless I'm not losing connection or something again. Sip of tea. Just check who's on the site. Yeah, I've still got internet connection. He's just spending a long time here. Alright, it's going to challenge that knight. So maybe bishop. Or maybe knight b4, there's a5. Knight b4, knight takes e7, a takes, there's knight c6. So what about this? So I've got knight takes to here, but he might be getting some dynamic play there. Alright, there's bishop takes a6. Am I having too many loose pieces? Maybe I can take that knight off first, or bishop a6. Bishop takes a6 here. Is there any tactical refutation? I wouldn't have thought so. Queen a5, Queen e2, knight d5, knight d5. It's an interesting game. Knight d5, knight d5. Queen a5, Queen e2. What about Queen? I mean, there's always knight c7 check, so knight takes b4. I can actually just castle here. Takes, he has the I can castle here because of this knight c7, surely. Takes, knight c7. So really, I want to just gang up on a4. If I just play bishop here to here, just gang up on a4. So at the moment, Queen a6, knight c7. If he castles, then he's used gallons of time, or I don't know. I'm only a minute up. No, not gallons of time. Okay. So bishop d3 for bishop c2 maybe. So that's a good idea, I think. Is bishop c2 plausible? That's b4. This is kind of thematic move. Okay, now get a grip with this, or Queen a1 immediately. What's wrong with Queen a1 immediately? Okay. So if I try and discourage f5 for a moment. Okay. Or c4 b5. c4 for b5. If bishop a4 rook a3, I want to get b5 b6 in. Although, if takes, I've got a massive pawns. He's got c1 control. Do I want to lose that knight here? Do I have a choice? I don't want to give him the c5 square. So, just this is a kind of thematic move for king g2. So this f2 is not such a problem. It's away from his dark square play, which is often a bit stronger from the black perspective, the dark square play. Got the rook on there, so I can actually do this to try and play rook e2 and try and double over there in principle. Let's see, queen. Oh no, he's not going to force my b pawn forward. I think he's going to force my b pawn forward and get the c5 square. In which case I'm going to get nothing, exactly nothing from this. Okay, that's such is life on the chessboard. What can I say? Well, I can try and go for his king. It's a bit desperate. From the positional play that I thought I was going to get. Bishop c2 is not winning any pawn or anything. Okay, he's giving me h5. There's something over here. The h file brewing. That's queen d2. Get the other rook over or not. g4. Try and cause a problem here for him with g takes. Takes, g takes. My queen is defending a little bit. My king, it's only got 18 seconds. Takes. He's not giving up that pawn. Okay, this ending. Is he going to get round here? That's b6 for b7, bishop c8. Get this pawn. Right.
Check.
So I'm only left with absolutely nothing here. After that.
Check.
It's the noble thing here. Yes, is to just accept a draw. Yeah, it's painful positionally this game. That he forced b5 after that. I knew I was just getting nothing from it. Let's see what the engine thought. Any missed opportunity. Knight cb4 is mentioned. Alright, so just castles or bishop e6. Okay, so this was okay. It just the equal position. No, this I thought it was slightly better here. Alright, hang on a sec. I think some accuracy is needed. Bishop d3 and then queen b3. Alright, I think the idea actually might be to surround the pawn. Oh, what a muppet. The way I did it, I haven't got b3 to surround the winless pawn. That would have been great. I haven't got 3 pieces on that thing, so he's always going to be okay. Yeah, that bishop d4 was a pain as well. What a pain. Yeah, it's dark square versus light square in some respects. I'm trying to break open some light squares. Apparently here is better technically, actually. e4. e4. What's the idea? Here. There. I suppose I'm stuck. Rook a8. If I get stuck, what does he do? Brings his king over. This pawn might be weak, yeah. So
Check.
nothing. It's
Check.
nothing. 0.00. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks so much.